G'day ancient miniature enthusiasts. I'm the Great Southern Ancient Miniature Man, and I'm hoping to bring a series of YouTube videos about all sorts of aspects of the hobby of ancient miniature making. I'm starting off with a bit of an unboxing here, but I'd hope to go on and do some reviews, comparing and contrasting various manufacturers, and looking at various other kits, more unboxings, and a whole series of projects of painting jobs I've done on miniatures, and some kit bashing and so on. So without further ado, let's go to the Hannibal's African Veterans by Adjemma Miniatures. Adjemma are one of my favourite manufacturers. They are a small company in the UK, and have produced a couple of plastic sets. There's the Roman Legionary box set, and then there's this Hannibal's Veterans box set. So as it says, there's 21 figures in here. There's actually just 3 individual bodies and 7 sprues. So all the sprues are the same, and the idea is that they a lot of them are based on the Roman equipment after obviously the Hannibal's invasion of northern Italy at the Battle of River Trebbia and then Lake Trasimene. Lots of Roman equipment was captured by the Carthaginians, so often they re-equipped in the superior armour and shields and so on of the Roman legionaries, and so their appearance transformed from more Hellenistic gradually through to a more Roman style as they got to the Battle of Cannae. So these guys represent that. The advantage of that is that they can obviously be used as Roman legionaries fairly easily as well. They're extremely good value for money, coming in at about $1 Australian each per miniature, so hard to beat on that score. So here's one of the sprues. I say they're all exactly the same. They come with the 3 bodies, and I particularly like the poses. So you've got this guy who's a fairly neutral kind of resting pose, can be holding a spear and at attention, and then you've got these 2 other guys who are a little bit more active, and really how you pose their arms gives a great variety of whether they're standing still or appearing to be quite active, thrusting a spear or a sword. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 different heads, all unique. They're very nice and interesting heads. The only thing I'd say against them is a couple of the faces. The guys who are side on, their faces are not quite so brilliantly cast, hard to see, but this guy's nose is a bit squashed and his mouth is similar. This guy with a nice crest on his head, he's a little bit better, but again his mouth is not so brilliant, so yeah, a little bit less than ideal, but otherwise it's a fantastic sprue. I love the cloth on the arms. You can see it's sort of hanging right down as if loose clothing draping down with gravity. You've got a series of spears here for various different poses and the Roman style scutums. So it's a fairly simple sprue, but as I say, it gives you some really nice miniatures, both Carthaginian and easily used for Romans. You may want to use slightly different heads, although some of these heads could certainly fit quite nicely for Roman heads anyway. So just in the way of demonstration, here's one Roman legionary I've made up using that kit, and you can see that's one of the heads from the Hannibal's Veterans. So it is all the components are from that, although actually the hand with the sword, no, it's from a different kit. Otherwise it's completely as per that kit, and I think it's a really nice expressive figure, quite easy to paint, I find. So that's this guy. Then I've got a few more examples of ones that I've painted up. Again, I'm a bit inclined to doing some modifications and kit bashing. So this is a little set of Carthaginians, all sorts of different manufacturers playing here, but you can see the 2 that are from this kit in question, the Adjemma kit, are this guy and this guy, they've both got the cloth down just above the elbow, and you can see it's sort of draping down quite nicely. I've obviously used a different shield for that one. Just give you a look at the reverse of them. And then the other guy in this set, who is predominantly from Hannibal's Veterans, is this one. I've put some different arms on him again, and also I've made that cloak out of green stuff, but you can see, get an idea for his basic body shape and stance, which is pretty cool, I think. That's them. A couple more again that have been somewhat kit-bashed, modified. So this is a Carthaginian Force and Elephant. Obviously the howdah there has one of these Hannibal's Veterans guides in it, as is. No additional components used for that one. That guy is the body of Hannibal Veteran, but he's got a different head and arms. And then this guy at the back, likewise, he is one of them, but he has a different head and a different shield, obviously. But you see some beautiful detail, like this little lion brooch on his chest there. So I think they're really cool figures. I'm a big fan of the Agema miniatures. They have a range of metals as well as the plastics, and I'll showcase some of them at a later date as well. So that's the first one. That is the Hannibal's Veterans 21 figures. Very nice kit and very good value. So I hope you find that interesting. All these YouTube videos ask you to like, subscribe, press a bell button. Apparently that's the thing to do. I've got no idea what happens if you do that. I suspect if enough people do it, it must be good. It must be about world peace, or perhaps end of global warming if you get enough hits. So give it a shot, and thanks for watching. See you later.